Good morning, guys. This is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA. It is 9:57 a.m. Central Standard Time, October the 31st, 2016, Monday. 65 top-down degrees right now, perfectly clear. Nice. I would have almost a fall day, getting close. Oh, what an exciting video this is going to be, folks. This will be another one of my viral videos. And viral for me means anything over 4 views. So, having said all that, I'm having my dark chocolate almonds finally. I finally found some. And some good old green tea. In fact, I'll have a swallow right now. Oh, that's good. Anyway, I was looking over the comments this morning, both of them. No, I get quite a few actually. I'm surprised. And but be that as it may, the comment said something about, when the world ends or the world sticks in the end or something. It reminded me of when I was about 10 years old in Kennedy, Texas, a little South Texas town, population of about 2,000. It went up and down depending on the price of oil and the oil boom and bust. But I was about 10 years old, and they had trumped up the Russian scare. They always played that in there. Oh, the Russians are coming, And this was in 1955, okay? Most of you people weren't even alive then, or thought of. But anyway, 1955, USA, South Texas town, small town. And we had a civil defense division, or whatever they call it, civil defense group in Kennedy. And we had a little tower by the fire department in Kennedy. It went up about, probably 30 feet up in the air. You could get up on that tower, and look around the town, because I used to do it. And but anyway, during the Red Scare era back then, they had us doing drills at school for bomb protection, in case there was an atomic bomb. Always the bomb. But anyway, we had drills at school. They'd ring the fire alarm with the bell, and like it was a fire drill, and you'd get up under your desk and cover your head. There were people in Kennedy, Texas, actually building bomb shelters out of concrete underground and putting ventilators on them and all kinds of stuff, stocking them with food, waiting for the bomb. Well, they're still waiting for the bomb. And it's like people in the graveyard that are waiting for somebody to resurrect them. They're still waiting. But anyway, so that we've kind of got this Red Scare. I saw something on Google News about, Russia, going to nuke us or some bullshit. Let them do it. Who gives a shit? Don't sit around and worry about it. But be that as it may, back in Kennedy, they would actually. I think I went to after school. I would go by the fire department. And J.D. Turnipseed was the fire chief. And what he would do is he'd give me this little book. Well, it wasn't a little book. It was about 6 inches by 5 inches, and maybe an inch thick, paperback, of course. And I would go up in the tower, and inside the little booklet were pictures of all the Russian and German aircraft and stuff. And what you would do, he gave you some binoculars, and this was in 1955, folks, in Kennedy, Texas. And I would go up in that little tower, and there were other volunteers besides myself. And you'd sit there for a couple hours with those binoculars, and if you saw a plane, then you'd try to identify it to be sure it wasn't an evil monster coming to get you. And you know, back then there were not many aircraft flying at all, hardly any. We had a county airport in Kennedy, and we only had one airplane. The doctor had a little Piper Cub, and every now and then we'd have crop dusters that would come in and use the quote airport. It was just a dirt runway, and it may have had a hangar, I don't remember. But anyway, so I'd be up in that little, and in my mind I was seeing bombers and shit. I mean, it's a wonder I didn't report something every minute, because I'd be looking through that book, and in my mind, here they were coming. But I never did. I don't think, I may not have ever seen an airplane out of that tower. I don't remember if I did or not. But boy, I was in the civil defense, okay? I was civil defense. Old Rusty up in that tower, I was protecting the nation from the foreign invaders. Oh boy, now that's 1955. I was of age 10 years old. And, you know, get out of here, guys. In fact, just to expand on this history lesson, I want to highly recommend a movie for you folks to watch that will put your mind either at ease or you will commit suicide. One of the two. The name of the movie is Wag the Dog. Okay? W-A-G, Wag the Dog. All right? And it's a movie that was made, I think, in the 80s. It starred Robert De Niro and Dustin Hoffman, two good actors. And it's a movie about a presidential election, which coincidentally could be happening now. And of course, it was like the election we're having now, totally corrupt and a lot of mudslinging and crap. But whenever you watch it, you're gonna. Is it relevant? Shit, to today? Oh man, it's perfect. But again, Wag the Dog. You gotta watch it. You may find it on Netflix. I'm not sure. You may find it on YouTube. I'm not sure. But it was just an old movie. It's really. Anyway, there's a lot going on in the movie. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it is about a presidential election. The incumbent president gets into a little quote situation just 2 weeks prior to the election. But anyway, then they hire this guy Robert De Niro. He's kind of a spin meister. You know what I mean? He can take the news and spin it. Dustin Hoffman plays the role of a movie producer, and that's all I'll tell you about the movie. But do yourself a favor, watch the movie, and when you get through laughing, go look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you've been had again. You know, this is all a spoof, folks. The bomb. You know, come on, that's been going on since I was born. I'm 71 years old. All right? You know, they dropped the first one, I think, in 1946. And, you know, have they used that to manipulate politics and governments and people? God, for 70 years. Come on. But anyway, having said all that, it is a beautiful day here in Central Texas. And I'm going to my little H-E-B grocery store in Kingsland, Texas right now. And, you know, it's funny. You take a trip and it's like everything is magnified when you get back home. I mean, everything just looks so nice and peaceful and homey because you know where everything is. You know where to go get gasoline. You know where to go get your groceries, blah, blah, blah. You know, and in other words, everything is predictable. Do we work real hard at making things predictable? Yes. That's what we do naturally. Even field mice do it. You know, they don't make a nest underground for the hell of it. They make it for safety, security, and to raise kids. Same reason we have a house. Why am I backing in here? Because I'd rather back in than have to back out of a spot. Something about backing up as you get older out of a parking spot becomes a little difficult. You got me? And so anyway, the point of this video is to get you guys to watch a movie. I guarantee you, you will enjoy it. It is called Wag the Dog. Dustin Hoffman, Robert De Niro, and I don't remember when it was made. It may have been in the late 80s. I'm not sure. But it is an excellent movie. It is a funny movie. You will get something out of it. You will come away from that movie with a whole different perspective on this election. I guarantee you. So, having said that, it's good to be back home, always. And will I go camping again in the Prius? Probably not for a while. I mean, I've looked at everything. I've looked at vans, truck campers, all kind of things. And, the only thing I really have to decide is, right now I live in an RV, so I'm RVing all the time. I'm camping all the time, basically. I've got a little home base here in Central Texas, and my monthly budget is pennies. And out in this rural area, you couldn't ask for more peace and quiet. And, why do I want to go traveling? Believe me, I ask myself that all the time. A lot of people go on the road in a van or whatever to cut their monthly budget and kind of live the, quote, free life. Well, my budget, if I went boondocking, it ain't going to be much less anyway. Because, I don't pay any rent or anything. My property's paid for. My property tax is about $200 a year, and that's it. And then I pay for electricity and water, of course. But that's it. But anyway, having said all that, guys, watch that movie, Wag the Dog, and give me a report. Let me know what you think about it. Maybe you've all seen it. I doubt it. I got this years ago, and every now and then I watch it, and then I just have to go look in the mirror and say, boy, I was had again. I almost bit again. The talking heads almost got me again. But anyway, thumbs up to you guys. Carpe diem. Adios. Bye-bye. Buy American made if you can, when you can. And if you can't, well, you got to do what you got to do, right? So, it's just good to be back home, folks. It just, even though it was a short trip, it's just good. It just kind of cleans the trash out of your mind, I guess. But anyway, stand guard at the door of your mind, folks. What you let in are ingredients, so just let good stuff in. All right, adios, bye-bye.